again, everybody. Scott with the Tourist Trap. Hope everybody's having a good day out there, making it a great day. I'm at Magic Kingdom once again, and out here in front of the castle, I'm going to talk about an attraction that's no longer here. I got some footage of that, the 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, and a parade from 1983 that I shot way back in the day. It's not as good a video as it is nowadays. One of the first times I ever come to this park, I was very little. Price of a ticket, it was about $3.75 for general admission, and you bought a ticket book, like 7 adventure tickets for maybe $5.70. A, B, C, D, and E tickets. The omnibuses and stuff and the horse-drawn carriages on Main Street were the A tickets. Your better rides like Jungle Cruise and stuff like that was your E ticket. They didn't give a lot of E tickets in those. E-ticket, not the E tickets, but the ticket booklets lasted up until 1981. Try to show you a photo of one of those. But those went away, and they did a one-price admission. Of course, price increases every single year since the park has been open. It was very cheap to come here, but on 1973 standards, it was probably maybe a little expensive, I'm not sure, but looking back now, it's rather cheap. $3.75 for a general admission and about $5.75 for a ticket book. And they had various ticket books. Once you used all the tickets and rode the rides, and to buy another ticket book. I got a couple photos, maybe some video here of me looking at roaming around, meeting the characters in the park. And back in those days, they didn't have the meet and greet lines with a greeter and all that, and you was in line to get their autograph and stuff like that. All the characters, Mickey Mouse and all of them, just roamed the park freely, just like regular guests, and nobody was like in a big hurry to get in line to see them. Mostly just took photographs and stuff with them. I remember Goofy patting my head. Not a lot here back then. Of course, Splash Mountain hadn't even been thought of. Wasn't open. Space Mountain wasn't here. People Mover wasn't here. A lot of stuff that wasn't here. And right out here adjacent to the entrance to Tomorrowland back in 1983, I was standing about right in this area right here. Right now you see there's railing there. They were actually benches all the way around this area right through here, and big trees right in here, big gigantic trees. They have cut those all out because down at the end of the street you couldn't see the castle. I believe is where I caught that parade coming down the street, and it did come from Main Street and up and around this way in front of the castle. But once again, this was my vantage point from July of 1983, and the parade was called Walt Disney World Character Parade, and all of them were in it, and it was just a basic parade, not like the big hoopla that they have today with their big parade that they produce nowadays. They have a big production, but Tomorrowland over that way was all white, and there wasn't a lot of attractions over there. And if you look really close, you can barely see some of the white buildings and the spires up out of the buildings of Tomorrowland from this vantage point right here. And I'm going to roll that footage right now of that parade coming down Main Street from 1983.
Ladies and gentlemen, Walt Disney World's Character Parade. Forever.
And it does look like a Cosmic Rays here. Still has some walls up. They've extended up and around the building here down from the teacups. I'm assuming they are refurbishing maybe some outdoor seating here. They did enclose at one time a few years ago the seating that was outside. It's all now indoors. So now they decided they want some outdoor seating again, I guess. And I am now walking over here into Fantasyland, which this whole area that you see in front of me with the trees and stuff and the line queue, that is the Seven Dwarfs Mine attraction. But back in 1983, this was the home of the 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea attraction, which they removed and made Pooh's playful spot for a while when Michael Eisner was CEO. And then there's the mine train going right there. Right in through here is where the subs were. You would load the subs about right in here where this track is running around this corner. I remember the subs would take off from right in here and go up and around, up through there and all the way back and around this whole area back here. I got a little bit of a on-ride experience from July of 1983 from the 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea attraction. I'm going to roll that for you right now.
En route we would pass beneath the polar ice cap, and then probe depths seldom seen by man. So make yourselves comfortable, but please remain seated at all times. Here among the reefs, you will see many familiar inhabitants of the undersea world. The great green sea turtles, for instance, are the reptilian patriarchs of the deep. These amphibious descendants of the dinosaur have changed little in the past 200 million years. Groupers, or giant sea bass, roam the coastal bottoms in search of food. The giant clam, obviously, is quite safe from such marine predators. The fish world has always been considered a silent habitat, but with our sonar hydrophones, witness the crew from one of our satellite ships. They are harvesting the abundance that nature has sown here beneath the sea. Kelp beds are cultivated, sea creatures corralled and protected from predators, just as terrestrial shepherds protect their flocks from ravenous wolves. Station the maneuvering watch.
Aye, aye, sir. All hands to stations. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a pleasure having you all join us on this memorable voyage that's taken us 20,000 leagues under the sea. Captain to bridge. Reducing top of the water there. To number 4. Stand by to dock. Red. Aye, aye. All hands, 1/3. Stand by the mooring.
This here is the big Winnie the Pooh, the tree in front of Winnie the Pooh's Adventures and the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. And inside of this tree, once I can get inside here, there is an etching of the 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea attraction. I am now inside the tree, and this is very hard to find. And right there is an etching of the 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea attraction submarine right above the doorway as you walk out of this tree. And I had to go get a cast member to come and help me find it. It is so small you will not find it. But they put this little etching in this tree, sort of an inside joke when they put this tree on the land where the attractions used to sit. But they've since moved this tree over in front of the Mini Adventures of Winnie the Pooh because the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train is now open in that area. And who shows up here is Winnie the Pooh and Tigger too. As I'm walking out of Fantasyland, they're coming over here to do a meet and greet, and everybody is running up there to see them. They have a big line back here waiting. And as I'm walking through Tomorrowland, they got a little water art going on here with the custodial team. They do this occasionally, walk around and do a little water art with their broom, and here they've made a Minnie Mouse, which is pretty cool. Well, that was very hard to find, that sub from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea etched into that inside of that tree trunk in front of the Mini Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. Hope you enjoyed the on-ride video of 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. What I did have, I didn't have the full ride, but to give you an idea, there's a lot of plastic fish and stuff and plastic creatures. Made it look like they would put the bubbles of the water, made it look like you were being submerged. Kind of a slow-moving ride. Long wait always. Didn't last too long, but everybody seemed to like it. But remember when they hauled those subs out of Orlando up on semi-trucks. Hope you also enjoyed the parade from July of '83 that I had. They're bringing a lot of those characters back into the park during the Halloween and Christmas parties. You see like Robin Hood and Friar Tuck and stuff in that parade. You usually don't see those characters. But I do hope you enjoyed both of those little trips back down memory lane. Brings back a lot of memories for me. That's probably why I love Magic Kingdom. It was one of the first parks that my parents ever brought me to when I was very little in 1973. Showed you a few photos there of that. Totally different park back then. 50 cents to park, $3.75 general admission, and about $5.70 for a 7 ticket book, which ticket books ran all the way up to 1981. So remember to go out there. Hope I've entertained you today, and you got to see some stuff from way back. Remember to go out there, make it a great day, because you deserve it.